Everyone may be seated. All right, Madam Clerk, do we have the playback
Do you
cue?
want to do a test first?
We can do a test.
Hi. Do you want to do a test first? Sure.
All right, so, Mr. White, you basically cross-examination.
Yes, Judge, I am.
All right, so you may proceed, sir. Thank you.
Fiona, how are you?
All right, let's go. All right, you may bring the jurors out. And this is an hour. An hour. Okay.
An hour.
50 cents.
Jury in room.
Okay. All rise. All right, everyone may be seated. All right, members of the jury, we have the October 4th testimony of Fiona Ferriter queued up. It's about 47 minutes of audio. So with that, Danny, you go ahead and have recording begin playback.
All right, so, Mr. White, you may basically cross-examination.
Yes, Judge, I am.
All right, so you may proceed, sir. Thank you.
Fiona, how are you?
I'm fine.
You might be nervous. I'm just here to ask some questions. If you don't understand anything I ask you, okay, I understand. Okay? Let's start with your brother's name. It's Ronan Ty Tan Ferriter, correct?
Yes.
So you've been calling him Ty, correct?
Yes.
So you want me to call him Ty when we're talking about it?
Ronan is fine.
Ronan is fine, all right. So let's go back to Arizona. So some of what you talked about yesterday was Arizona, and some of it was Florida. Arizona, you were there from approximately what year to what year that you remember?
Last around 5th grade, and then we came back in the middle of my sophomore year, so whatever time period that was.
Okay. So you're in 5th grade, you think you're about 10? 9, 10?
Roughly.
Okay. So, and then in sophomore year, how old were you?
Fourteen-ish? I can't. Yeah.
Okay. So the Arizona years were about 4 or 5 years, something like that.
Mhm.
All right. So you were there for, and then you came back to Florida, and the Florida time period was, you said around late December of 2021. And then, in this case, we're taking it up to the, end of January of 2022. So in that time period, so that's about 6 weeks or so, correct?
Roughly.
Okay. So substantially more time in Arizona, obviously, than this last time in Florida.
Yes.
Let me ask you a little bit about your brother's medical situation. You never went to the many doctor visits that he went to, correct?
No.
But your parents went to those visits, correct?
I would assume yes.
You don't know if your parent went to a visit for the doctor?
I didn't really.
Okay. And you never obviously saw any of the medical reports that your parents saw, correct?
No.
Correct. Yesterday you said that your brother wasn't allowed to have certain snacks, correct?
Yes.
And you're aware that he was, your parents were trying to curtail the sugary snacks in his diet, correct?
That's what they said.
Okay, so you're aware of that, right?
Yes.
And you didn't go to any of the
going to a therapist. I wasn't aware of that.
Okay, good. Which would also mean you weren't aware of anything the therapist would have conveyed to the family in terms of Ronan's condition.
No.
Okay. So let's go back to the food snacks. Yesterday you said he was essentially not allowed to have food and snacks, but the other food, correct?
Yes.
Were you aware that, did you think your brother at any point looked malnourished or in any way like he was getting too thin or anything like that?
Yes.
And when did you convey that to anybody?
I never said anything.
All right. And are you, you said that about the snacks, that you weren't allowed to have snacks. Isn't it true you do not know if when he was hungry that he actually eats snacks or not? You don't know that.
Sorry. Repeat that?
Sure. You're unaware that when Ronan was hungry, whether or not he actually ate a snack. You don't know that.
He wasn't allowed to get his own snacks.
You remember talking to, he spoke to somebody on the road back on February 1 of 2022. And directing board council, page 55, line 8, as to snacks, he gave us a
Here we go. Now they're going to go over the verdict. I wasn't really watching like that all over again. But here we go, waiting for everyone to come into the courtroom. I hope everyone is doing well. And hit that like button, share. You know I like to be pumped out. Come on, guys. And subscribe. We have to get our views up. Let me see. Oh, no. Pretty fast, too. What is she crying for? Hey, my Cass. What the wife is crying for? We ain't even heard nothing yet. She just scared. Cause you gonna get what he gets, boo-boo. I'm so mad whenever my phone tells me that I've been sitting too long. Come on. What do y'all think? Guilty? Not guilty? Or hung jury? Come on, Judge. It's almost over with, buddy. They're waiting for the jury. It's your last time. Y'all not running in there. I'd be like, Yahoo, it's over. Maybe they feel bad because they just found him guilty. Don't feel bad. He deserves everything he gets, every ass whipping he gets in jail, every ass whipping he gets in prison, every bubba he finds in prison or
All
that
rise.
finds him.
Jury entering.
He's going to get it. That little soft, beautiful
everyone may be seated.
face. I'm
All
in
right,
mute now.
Members of the jury, has the jury selected a four-person? And that's you, Mr. Bushy? All right, Mr. Bushy, has the jury reached a verdict in this matter? No, you can just tell me yes or no, has the jury reached a verdict? All right, if you could please hand the verdict to my courtroom deputy. Madam Clerk, please publish the verdict.
In the Circuit Court of the 15th Judicial Circuit, Criminal Division in and for Palm Beach County, Florida, case number 22 CF001136, BMB Division B, State of Florida versus Timothy Dunn Ferriter. Defendant. Verdict. We, the jury, find as follows. As to count one, we find the defendant guilty of aggravated child abuse as charged in the information. As to count two, we find the defendant guilty of false imprisonment as charged in the information. As to count three, we find the defendant guilty of neglect of a child as charged in the information. So we say all this 12th day of October 2023 in West Palm Beach, Florida, signed by the jury foreperson.
All right, does either side wish to have the jury polled? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, there's been a request to have the jury polled, and that simply means that each of you will be asked the question of whether the verdict is your verdict or not. If it is, you should only answer yes. If it is not, of course, you should answer no and nothing further. So Madam Clerk, at this time, if you could please poll the jury.
Juror one, were the verdicts as read your verdict? Juror two, were the verdicts as read your verdicts? Juror three, were the verdicts as read your verdicts? Juror four, were the verdicts as read your verdicts? Juror five, were the verdicts as read your verdicts? Juror six, were the verdicts as read your verdicts?
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, at this time, this concludes your service to your community in this matter. I want to thank you for the time and commitment that you've made to this case. It went a lot longer than I'd originally estimated. But in any event, I watched all of you during the course of the trial. You did exactly what I had requested. You stayed focused and tuned into the evidence during all phases of the case. And I hope everyone has a much better appreciation of the great responsibility that comes with serving as a juror in our community. So with that, I do want to thank you. My bailiff will give you a letter of thanks from me. Also, a certificate of appreciation from the Palm Beach County Bar Association, and a short little survey that I'll just ask that you return it when you get some time. Other than that, I do wish the best to all of you. And with that, you're excused. And Mark, you may escort the jurors out.
His wife is crying because she
All right,
knows
everyone may
she's
be
going to
seated.
be She knows she'll be found guilty
All right,
too.
Ms. Coakley, anything that I need to address as far as adjudication in accordance with the verdict?
He doesn't have a prior adjudication, but it is aggravated child abuse is a first degree felony. So we request adjudication at this time. We'd also ask that he be remanded into custody at this time,
Okay,
pending sentencing.
Ms. Marat?
Your Honor, I would request that the court, as to him being remanded, he has been out of custody for 2 years without any issues or any violations of bond. If the court is inclined to remand him, my request is that the court put him on a monitor. He does have a place that he can live in Palm Beach County. He has no criminal record whatsoever, and he has no custody of any of the children.
Okay. All right, so the court, I'm going to adjudicate the defendant in accordance with the verdict, guilty of the charge of aggravated child abuse, guilty of the charge of false imprisonment, and guilty of neglect. At this time, I'm going to remand the defendant to the custody of the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Department. That's without prejudice for you to file any type of motion that you deem appropriate, Ms. Murad, for pretrial release or release during pending appeal. This ruling today is without prejudice for me to receive that and consider that at the appropriate time. Let me get an idea as to what the state is looking for in terms of a sentencing hearing.
I can do it as soon as the defense can be ready. He is entitled to a PSI. I don't know what the defense's position is as to that.
I will waive PSI, Your Honor. This is a sentencing that I should be able to get done relatively quickly. Should the court have time in 2 or 3 weeks?
I'll make whatever time that I have to expedite sentencing if that's what both sides request.
That's fine, Your Honor. I won't need more than 20 or 30 minutes for my presentation.
All right, so Ms. Murad,
I would need an hour to hour and a half.
so I'm going to set aside 2 hours for sentencing, and Cynthia, let's pick a date on an afternoon for 2-hour setting. No earlier than 3 weeks out. That should be enough time for you to do what you have to do, Ms. Murad, but no more than 5 weeks. So in that 2-week period there, let's pick a 2-hour setting. All right, does that date work for everybody? November 16th for sentencing
Yes.
for the state?
If I can just have 1 second to get to that. Yes, you said Thursday or a Monday?
Thursday, November 16th.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at October. So sorry. Yes, that is fine with the state.
All right, so the sentencing of this matter is set for Thursday, November 16th at, what was the time, 2:30? 1:30, 2 hours reserved. All right, anything else that the court needs to address before we adjourn?
No, Your Honor, we are going to need to do a status. I know Ms. Marshall is in here. We're going to need to do a status check because I don't think we have a future date on Ms. Ferriter.
Could we do it the same day as the sentencing?
That'd be fine, if you're good with
I
that.
might reach out to Ms. Marshall about having something having it next week so we can get.
Whenever you want to come in will be fine with me. The morning docket, as you know, is generally pretty heavy, so one more hearing is not going to make a huge difference. Okay. All right, so then that concludes the court's business today. I do want to thank both sides for a professionally presented case. We had a couple hiccups here and there, but over the course of an 8-day trial, that's to be expected. But thanks to both sides for the commendable job that each of you did. All right, thank you. Remanded 0 bond, but that's without prejudice for a subsequent motion be filed. And if you have the orders on adjudication, I'll go ahead and sign those now. All right, so I'll remain here to sign the judgment and the adjudication. That'll be fine. So I'll remain on the bench because I have a long walk back to my courtroom, so it's better I just stay here. You can, thank you.
So he's going to jail right now with no bond? Is that what they said? I'm sure the same people are. Can the same people represent his wife and him? Oh, he's getting fingerprinted all right there. Yeah, him going to jail, right? Yeah, they are. I don't know which one's scarier, to go first and face your fate or to go second and see your spouse face their fate, knowing that's probably what you're
Paula, is
gonna
this the
get.
original or a copy? Here, this- Yeah, if you could just make me a copy and you keep the original. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, but there's right. I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you? That was fast. Put him in handcuffs already. The judge is like, get on with it. Let's go. Yes. And did you see the wife? She already knows it's coming. Really, I didn't until the trial. That's when I started. Um, I think it's the stupidest trial ever. Like they couldn't, CPS couldn't resolve this. Like it really had to go to trial. That's like someone sued their parents for being born because it wasn't his choice to be born and he didn't want to live in this world and he sued his parents. I think he won too. No shit, because he didn't take his. They gave him what, 1 or 2 years they were going to give him, and he's facing like what, 5, 6, something like that. I bet you he regrets it now. Put him in handcuffs already. Oh, they got turn it off now. That's how long it took to deliberate. Because I don't watch the beginning unless I rewind all the way to the beginning, but I didn't do it on this day. Today, 2 to 5 years probation. Now he's facing up to 40 years probation or 40 years in prison. Yes, RF.
Have you got just a moment?
Oh, she's not here. She went somewhere. I'm live. I'm almost done. I'll come out there when I'm done. Damn, son. Oh, he really effed up big time. And you know he wouldn't have done them 2 years
All right, Ms. Cope,
either.
I have the proposed
He wouldn't have
judgment
done the whole
here.
2
This is
years.
the only document I need to sign today, correct?
Wow.
All right, Madam
He
Clerk.
keeps looking at his wife. How was he able to
All right, that's
turn
the
around
case
and
of
look at
court.
his wife and
Court today, court is in recess.
all of this and that? Like, I don't get it. Maybe because he wasn't in custody? Um, I don't know. Usually the people we watch are in custody. So I don't know. He said it's in recess. They haven't turned the camera off yet. Um, did y'all hit that like button for me? So, what does code brown mean? I just got this thing on Newsbreak. It says, attention Arizona shoppers. If you hear code brown, leave and call 911. How you going to tell everybody in the store to call 911? Let me see what code brown is. Fire? Let me see. Code green, code red, code black, code white, code red, code orange, code brown. Oh, there's an active shooter on the premises. If you hear this code, be sure to head towards an exit as quickly and safely as possible if you're able to. If you're not close to an exit, stay calm and follow employees' instructions. That's what code brown is. So if you ever hear it, code red is, of course, well, code Adam, is a missing kid. Code black is, I don't say. They still didn't shut off court. Code white indicates an accident has happened. Code red, a fire. Code orange, chemical spill. Code black, alert staff of dangerous or severe weather in the area. Code brown is the active shooter. Code green indicates there's an active hostage situation happening. Code blue, there's a possible bomb threat. Y'all write these down. You never know in this day and age. You can't go to the doctor. You can't go to the grocery store. You can't go to the park. You can't walk out your freaking front door. I was in the backyard a month or so ago, and someone shot a bullet in the air right in front on driving past the house up to the stop sign. And when they got into front of the house, they just shot a bullet in the air. That was scary, people. Very scary. Okay, I'm ending anyway. I just wanted to play this. I'm not going to talk about it. We all know they treated that child very poorly. Not even like a child. They treated him like a dog. And we knew he was guilty, and I will be here November 16th at 1:30 p.m. for sentencing. That would be 10:30 my time. That's a good time slot for me. Oh, Florida. Oh, Florida over there, 3 hours away. I mean, 3 hours difference. Let's see. 11, 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, 10:30 my time. Let me write that down. 10:30 my time. All right. I don't know what they're doing. Like they're just waiting to bring him to jail or something, or do what? But Theas, please hit that like button for me before you jet. Please. Thank you. All right, guys. I guess they're just waiting. I don't know. Do y'all want to watch this part? There's no sound, only watching him hopefully get arrested or a bracelet monitor. Ankle monitor. I don't know which one he said. I thought he said reprimanded, no bond. So I don't know. What do y'all want to do? Watch him or no? I'm going live tonight with update on cases and trial dates. Okay, nobody's answering me. The judge has adjourned for the day, so we will just end it here. I mean, let's see how long they have. I mean, he sits there for 10 minutes, legit. Okay, look. He don't even get arrested. No arrested. That's the end right there. Well, we didn't get to see that. All right, guys, please hit that thumbs up for me. Please hit subscribe and please pimp me out. Yeah, no, I love it. Y'all have a good day and I will see you later tonight. Goodbye, everyone.